What does a multi-million-dollar motocross paradise look like? Well, we're about to find out in this video. Nestled in a quiet corner of Georgian countryside sits this slice of dirt bike paradise, which is now the home of Triumph Racing in the USA. Oh. Bloody hell. In this video we'll explore this insane playground. We'll take a fast and furious ride around the tracks and find out what other surprises the facility has to offer. We'll go behind closed doors and reveal what makes this place truly unique. And I know that I'm not the only one totally in awe of this place. Wow, look at that!
Wow, it's an amazing place. What a place!
So join me as we take a tour of what is definitely the most impressive riding facility I've ever seen. But is it the best moto facility in the USA? Have a watch and let me know what you think.
So I'm gonna, probably can't hear me actually, so I'll put the lid on.
So I'm going to start this tour here of the Triumph Racing facility. If you can see in the distance over there, there's 4 or 5 guys on cycle bikes. That is the Triumph race team. You've got Forkner, Jordon Smith, Jalek Swoll, Starks Robertson over there. Looks like they're going for a cycle and a bit of a filming session. But here we are in Georgia, and this is exactly what I imagined a facility in Georgia to look like. We've got the silo over there. There's a basketball court in front of the silo. We've obviously got the Georgian red clay. Told me there's a swimming pool somewhere. I think it's in this house. We've got the lakes. I saw some guys fishing there this morning. Over there is where we're set up. You can see the race truck and the race shop over there. I'll talk about that later. But for now, I'm going to take a ride up to the tracks, which are in this direction. This place is massive. Situated about 70 miles south of Atlanta, this facility, known as the Motocross Compound, has been owned and operated by Matt Walker since 2012. Over the years, Walker grew this place to become one of the nation's top amateur training facilities. And Matt is still involved here, but Triumph Motorcycles now hold the lease, and they have invested a lot into the facility, as you're about to see. So like I was saying, this place is a massive. It's 165 acres is the size of the facility that Triumph have here in Georgia. Probably, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours south, I think we are, of Atlanta. Welcome to the future home of Triumph Racing. Well, it's the current home of Triumph Racing. 165 acres. This place was formerly owned and run by Matt Walker of Pro Circuit Kawasaki fame. And here we go up over the hills. Look at this. That's Ivan Tedesco. My first take of doing this morning was spoiled because I came up over this ridge and I might have said a few bleeps. Look at this. 2 Supercross tracks, 2 outdoor tracks, and these are big boy outdoor tracks. This place is absolutely mental. The dirt is supreme, as you would imagine. Obviously kept and watered with a big watering bowser here. Start gates, a viewing platform. What an insane location to have here for the Triumph race team. Let's hit the track. We've got track 2 here, I think, is the smaller of the two tracks. It's still pretty mental for an English kid like me. Some big jumps, some big booters. I know we've got the full national level GP track over there. I might need some help giving you a cool tour of that one. But let's crack on, let's see what Triumph have to offer here in Georgia.
Here we are then on board with Jake Nichols, a former pro racer and an all-round legend. He's going to take us for a rip around the main track here at the Motocross compound. So believe it or not, they actually dialed this track back for our visit just to make it safer for journalists to come and ride this circuit here. So the jumps aren't quite as big as they normally would be. We've got a big downhill step down here to a long sweeping right-hander. Up and over, and then a fun little double. Straight into a left-hander, into one of the trickiest sections of the track here now. Fast section, a little double wheel tap there for Jake. Up and over the crest, a bit of elevation here. Step up the hill, tight right. And a step back down the hill. Then a fast left-hand sweeper into a super fast set of rollers here. Jake Nichols showing us how it should be done. That's a really, really fast section here. And then hard on the brakes. Little single on the inside there. Another fun little double. Up and over another crest. To a very tricky right-hander. We have a couple of rollers into a left-hander. This corner is actually a bit sandier than the rest of the track. It's a bit softer here at the bottom of the hill. And that was actually Tommy Searle showing us how it's done around that turn. I didn't get any footage of Jake around there. Another fast left-hander, another crest, and a big, fast, fun step down there. The biggest jump on the track here today. Into another fast section. Nice long ruts, another big crest, and then Jake's actually going to triple into this left-hander, bank off the rut, step down, and another big step down here to finish out the lap. So that's a lap around what I'm calling the main track here in Georgia, a very fast, technical circuit. There's only a few riders circulating here today, and it's still quite rough and rutted already. So that track will most certainly serve as a great testing ground and a great training ground for the Triumph race team and development team. On the other side of the facility though, we've got track number 2. This track is a bit friendlier, a bit tighter. The speeds aren't quite as high, but there's still plenty of jumps out there, as you can see from this drone shot, and as Tommy Searle's about to demonstrate. So here's a few shots of me riding around the second track here. Not quite as intense as Jake Nichols riding around the main track, but I would say this circuit's a bit friendlier for a rider of my level, of my ability. Not quite so rough and definitely not quite as fast as the main track either, so a bit safer I would say. But still, like I said, plenty of jumps to have fun on. There's a nice step down double here, and then the big booter there that Tommy was whipping on.
So I thought I'd just make a stop here on our tour of the Triumph Racing facility to show you one of the 2 Supercross tracks here in Georgia. This is the home of Triumph Racing in the US, so they have built 2 fully blown, full-size Supercross tracks. I was actually riding on the further one earlier today, but if you've never seen a Supercross track in person in real life, just walking through a set of whoops like this is absolutely mind-blowing. To think that they come through these flat out full commitment is... So the riders, when they sign up to Triumph, actually relocate here to Georgia from Florida or SoCal where they've been based before, and they relocate, they live here, workshops over there, and they train here all throughout the off season, ready to go racing in January. So they probably ride here throughout January and throughout the season as well. Supercross track 1, Supercross track 2, and then 2 monstrous outdoor tracks as well. This place is insane.
So I believe when Triumph arrived here in Georgia, they built these Supercross tracks from scratch. Also, I believe it's not just the factory Triumph riders that get to use these tracks. There were actually some other Supercross riders, a few Canadians I think, using these tracks during our visit as well.
So here we are at the heart of the facility. In front of me, behind you, behind the camera, we've got the main motocross track. It's like a GP level motocross track. It is insane. To my right is track 2, a bit tighter, a bit smaller, but still so fun and still a very high level track for what I'm used to. Behind me you can see the 2 Supercross tracks. This place is insane. Like I said at the start of the video, 165 acres they've got to play with here. There's a basketball court, there's a swimming pool, there's the race shop. Everything the team needs to get the job done in the week and then go racing at the weekend, it's all here. The race truck as well. I'm going to take you for a tour around the race truck. That's mind-blowing. More than $1 million worth of race truck down there. Insane. What a place, what a facility. Mind-blowing. So as part of our tour here at Triumph Racing, we're going to take a moment to look at this monstrous beast behind us here. Probably the most expensive race truck camper van I've ever seen, and Rabbit is going to give us a tour, so I think he's in here. How's it going, Rabbit?
Good.
So, truck driver for Triumph Racing, right?
Yes.
So just tell us what we've actually got here.
So Rabbit gave us the full tour of the truck, and it was so interesting I decided to make it its own video, which you can find on the channel. But here are some of the highlights. The truck and the rig is 78 foot long in length. Rabbit averages about 5 miles per gallon, and overall the truck and the rig has an estimated cost of about $1.8 million.
So behind me is the final piece of the puzzle here at the Triumph Racing facility. This is a brand new building and it's their race shop, their factory race shop. I've had a sneak peek inside. It's a state-of-the-art facility. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment alone, let alone the actual construction of the building itself. They've got chassis dynos, they've got engine dynos, all the parts you could ever imagine, all the parts they need are in there. They've got, I think, 7 mechanic bays. They've got spots to wash the bikes all around. It's insane in there, but it is top secret. When we went in last night after the presentation, they swore us to secrecy. They took our phones, put them in a bag. We weren't allowed to show anything. So there's some magic happening in there as they get ready for the new race season that's coming around quick.
As I said, Triumph were very strict, and I didn't think I would be able to show you guys any footage from inside of the factory workshop. But to my surprise, Triumph were very kind in supplying us with loads of their own footage of the workshop. So let's go for a little tour. Here in this room is the engine room, where a lot of the work and tuning gets done here. As you can see, outfitted with all the tools and equipment they need. This room is where all of the expensive machinery sits and lives. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment in this room. And then we go to where the mechanics live. You can see all of the different mechanic space here for all of the Triumph factory riders. Every rider has their own bay. And then we go out back here. There's lots of storage space in the mezzanine, and there's a locker room there as well. And then we're out the back. You can see the lake and the woodlands around. There's actually miles upon miles of trails around that you can ride here at the facility as well.
What a place, what a facility. We don't have anything like this back home. And it's safe to say that Triumph are truly reinvesting a lot of money back into our sport. They are all in on our sport, and it's so cool to see. What a place. This truly is motocross heaven. Back home, we do not have places like this. So for us, we're all like, this is wild, this is amazing. But from your side, you had the goat farm, you've seen all the different facilities down in Florida, over in Cali as well. How does this place rank amongst all of the facilities?
Yeah, this Triumph facility is state of the art, without a doubt. And we can talk about how nice it is, and it has everything that you need. I mean, it's a win-win situation for the riders and the team personnel, the engineers, the design group, and the suspension technicians, the motor guys as well. Like, they have all the assets that they need. But most of all, what I want people to really respect and notice is the commitment that Triumph has made. You know, I mean, you know, because this stuff isn't just given to you. So I hope that this is a reflection of, you can see how serious that the brand is, of not only competing at the highest level in the racing side of things, but having a you know, top of the notch, best in class product in the marketplace.
Yeah. Does for someone out of the know really in how it works over here, I've been to a few of the shops in California, the KTM shop. Obviously they have workshops similar to this, but they're not at the track.
Right.
Their Supercross track might be closed, but then there's not 2 outdoor tracks there. Is it quite unique for the factory race shop to be on site like this?
So there's not a whole lot of manufacturers that have this type of setup. Only one other that I can think of that is really to where the race shop, everything is right here on site, and then you have the Supercross tracks and the motocross tracks. No, it is almost one of its kind for sure, but I mean, that's just the commitment level that Triumph has shown and is willing to do, because they want to be the best, and I believe in the future you're going to see more of this, so they're kind of ahead of the curve.
Now that's how you order a track. So there we have it, boys and girls. That's a little tour around the Triumph racing facility here in Georgia. The multi-million-dollar facility. What is it? A $10 million facility? A $5 million facility? Is it more than that? I don't know. What do you guys think? How much would you pay for a slice of motocross paradise like this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. 2 Supercross tracks, 2 motocross tracks, full race workshop, everything you could ever want and wish for as a motocross racer. As always, guys, my name is Max. You've been watching 999 Laser. A big thank you goes out to Triumph for having us out here this week. Till next time, I'll see you guys at the track.